about you.
Yeah, they will start planning
Okay,
how. Yes, they will
yes.
start planning how we can get that particular thing, how we can take that ownership of that particular thing. They will start planning. So
Yes.
we should not tell anyone if this kind of thing happen with you. So we should not tell anyone. So that thing will not spread, and you will be very protective.
Okay. So it will be like a secret with you.
Yes, secret.
Okay.
If something is very dangerous, so we should not tell to anyone, even our family members.
Okay. Now, which fears would you experience now that you have brought the suitcase home? Okay, and it is a very huge amount. So that will be fine. Are you ready for your session?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So your topic is a bizarre surprise. Okay, so I'll give you a situation and you have to react. You're hiking in a forest and you find a black suitcase. Inside it, there is 10 crores in cash and a piece of paper stained in blood with a single word, don't. So who would you tell this to?
Okay. Okay. So first of all, I would like to um, call my friend, and I would like to take the advice of him or her. It could be anything. What he or she says, I'll listen to him or her carefully. Then I will react on that particular thing.
Okay, so first thing is you would call your friend, okay, and
Yes,
get
I will call
advice from
my.
your friend.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, would you take the suitcase home or leave it?
No, it depends. No, it depends. Like what they are suggesting me. If they are saying, okay, you can take that, or and after suggesting, I'm just suggesting my friend. I will use my brain as well. What I feel, right? What I feel, because the thing that we get from anywhere that is not belong to us, that we should deposit in, we have to put in the custody. We can go to the police station and we can tell them that this is the thing that I get from the place, and you can find out who this belongs to, and you can hand over that particular thing. So yes, if uh, if it depends on me that how I am taking that initiative. Yeah, if I'm taking that particular suitcase, and then I'll go to the police station, nearby police station, and I will deposit that particular cash or suitcase, whatever it is, and launch the complaint that I have got this kind of thing from that and that place, and you can find out who this belongs to, and you can hand over that particular thing to that particular person.
Okay, so as you said, you will not take anything that doesn't belong to you. So maybe you will just take the suitcase and go to the nearest police station and leave it there and inform the police officials that you were just hiking in a forest and you came across this suitcase. This has a lot of cash and it has a bloodstained note. You would
Yes,
explain everything to the police.
yes.
Okay. But if you decide to take it home, what will you do with it? Now, say that you have decided to take it home. You are not able to locate any police station nearby and you decide to take it home. So, what will you do with it? Where would you hide it?
Yeah, if I'm taking that particular thing at my home, so I would be very, alert. Not to People should not know about it. If anyone get to know about it, so they will try to kill me, and they will try to snatch that particular thing from me for their benefit, like this kind of thing. So I have to be very alert, and I have to be very conscious while going that particular while taking that particular thing home. So I have to be very alert, and I will try my level best to put that particular thing in a safest place, so that that would be safe. The means mean while that place is in my custody. So I will try my level best to do protect that particular thing. I'll hide that particular thing that no one can get to know about that particular thing.
Okay, so in case you take it home, you really have to be very alert. You have to be very careful and cautious, as you said, because if somebody comes to know there is huge cash with you, then your life can be at risk. Especially the people who have left it there. If they come to know, it could be the act of a terrorist, it could be the act of a robber, it could be anything.
Okay.
And the people who have deposited the suitcase there, in case they come to know, then your life would definitely be at risk. So you have to be very cautious and alert,
Yes.
and you have to
Yes.
hide it very safely. Okay. Now, how will you explain this situation to your family members?
How will I explain this particular thing? The first I will try my level best to not to tell anyone, because
Okay.
our family members, like they don't digest anything. They don't digest anything in their mind. If I tell to my mom, right, she will tell anybody, somebody else. She will tell to my father, and my father will tell to my brother, and my brother will tell to my sister. So that will thing will whatever I want to be, uh, what I will try my level best to not to tell anyone, right? I will try my level best, because if people get to know, if a person from outside my family and he or she get to know about this particular thing, so the thing will spread, that thing will spread, and he has this kind of suitcase, and that suitcase has a lot of money, and we can get that money. We have to be very, they will start planning, right? So I will try my level best not to tell anyone. If somebody get to know about it, so I can, I have to be very, I have to be very conscious what to say and what to not say.
Okay. So as you pointed out, you don't want to reveal anything to any of the family members because it will keep spreading. One person will tell to the other person and it will go on. And in case your neighbors or somebody from the society, somebody outside the family comes to know about this, it is like a news to them, and definitely it will spread like wildfire. And they will spread all rumors about you.
Yeah, they will start planning
Okay,
how. Yes, they will
yes.
start planning how we can get that particular thing, how we can uh, take that ownership of that particular thing. They will start planning. So
Yes.
we should not tell anyone if this kind of thing happen with you. So we should not tell anyone. So that thing will not spread, and you will be very protective.
Okay, so it will be like a secret with you.
Yes, secret.
Okay.
If something is very dangerous, so we should not tell to anyone, even our family members.
Okay. Now, which fears would you experience now that you have brought the suitcase home? Okay, and it is a very huge amount. So there will be definitely, you will definitely be scared. So what are the kind of fears you would have in your mind after bringing the suitcase home?
What I have experienced. Okay, so I will experience like fear. I will experience fear of abducting. People try to abduct, and people try to snatch, and I have to be very careful while taking that while taking that particular suitcase home. So I have to be very careful, because if we have 50,000 rupees in our pocket, we are so conscious while traveling, while going somewhere. If we have 50,000, 20,000 rupees in our cash, in our pocket, so we get so conscious. So if it's matter of huge money, so we have to be very conscious, and yes, experience kind of fear, scare, very alert, and scary. Yeah, this kind of thing.
So you would have various kinds of fears. The fear of abduction, anybody can come and kidnap you. The fear of robbery, okay? You can be
Robert.
harmed, or any of your family members can be harmed. So all
Yes.
these fears will run across your mind, and that's the
Mm.
reason you have to be extremely careful and extremely cautious with the money.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in case you decide to use the money, what could you use the money for?
Okay. So I would like to tell the disclaimer that I don't use any kind of thing that is not belongs to me, right? That is not belongs to me. But if you are saying you are giving me the situation to speak, so I would say yes, I have a lot of dreams to fulfill. So I will use that particular thing to use. I want to be an English trainer in my life. So I will use that money to take professional trainings in my life, and I would have hired a professional trainer to get trained, and a lot of things. I can buy a car, a luxury car. I can buy, and I can buy a bungalow. You know, yes, so many things, and I can give a level of standard of living to my parents or my family.
Okay, so with this money, you would be able to fulfill all your dreams, like buying a bungalow, a posh car. Then other dreams, as you said, you want to become you want to become a professional trainer of English.
Yes,
Okay, that is your dream. That also can be fulfilled because you can enroll yourself in different courses. Okay,
yes,
and you can be trained to become a trainer.
yes.
Okay, so these are some of your dreams which you would be fulfilling in case you decide to use the money. Now, where would you hide the money? Are you going to hide the entire suitcase or divide the amount and hide it in different places?
Sorry, what did you say? Please ask me again.
Yeah. Where would you hide the money? Would you hide the suitcase as it is or divide the money and then hide them in different places?
Different places. Yeah, if something is in the suitcase, so people will get to know something special in that particular thing. So what I will do, I will use the trick, like all the cash I'll remove from the suitcase, and I will put that particular cash in some small thing, like uh, what do we say? Uh, Plastic bag, like kind of thing. I'll put that money into normal thing and put it in a corner, so nobody can touch and nobody can, it is not useful. Like this kind of thing we can use.
Okay, so you divide it and hide it in different places. What about the blood-stained note?
Sorry.
Inside the suitcase, there is a small note written in blood with a single word domed. So, what
Hmm.
about that piece of paper inside the suitcase?
What about me? So what will I do with that note?
Yes, yes. After reading that, definitely you have read it. So, what will be your fears? And what do you think? Who might have kept the suitcase? Who has done this work?
Yeah, I did think, as I mentioned earlier, that I will ask my friends what they suggest. So it depends, like what they are suggesting and what we can do. Even though I will not use, as I mentioned, that I will not use that money because the thing is not mine. I cannot use that particular thing. But still, you are giving me the situation to speak. So yeah, as per the situation, I can speak. But the note you are talking about, I'm not able to speak about that note. I cannot say what will I do about that note because it's very dangerous thing, I can say.
Okay. Yeah. So very dangerous because it is a blood-stained note and you are not very sure as to who has done it. It can be the work of a terrorist or a killer or anybody it can be.
Mhm.
Now, what does this entire scenario remind you of?
What does this scenario remind me? Okay. This is the kind of filmy story. Horror
Okay.
story, you are going somewhere and you are get to know, you come across something, and you found a lot of cash or something, you found a dead body. This kind of situation happen in the movie and horror show. And yes, I have watched a lot of horror movie, and in those movie, this kind of scenario happen. And actor uh, actor faces this kind of problem.
Okay. So this reminds you of many horror stories, very suspense and horror stories.
Yes.
Okay. Now, is this episode similar to finding a 500 rupee note on the road?
Sorry, what did you say? Please ask again.
Yeah. Is this episode similar to finding a 500 rupee note on the road?
No, it's not. Because you mentioned that there is a note, Blackstone note, right? Bloodstone note. So that is not similar. 500 note, finding a 500 note on the road, that is different. And you come across a suitcase with a note, and that too with a blood like kind of thing. So that is different. That is comes under horror or very dangerous situation.